Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Issue Crew, the show where we all have issues with our lives and with each other. I am your host, Riley, also known as a Stegosaurus wearing sneakers, also joined by Demi Gloom.
I just lost my virginity in a Starbucks drive-through.
Let's go. Kathy. Good contribution, Kathy. Andrew.
I'm here.
Hi, Kathy. Andrew. Andrew.
I am Goose.
I see. Now I see you've changed your name to just ellipses. I wonder what the subsequent letters are.
What did I do? What did I do?
Your name is just ellipses now.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
I wonder if there's an N after that, or perhaps a U even. I don't know.
What are you talking about? I went to go take a piss. I come back and we're here. What are you?
Am I transphobic to Andrew yet?
Not
being
yet.
transphobic
Give
again.
it time.
Only to you.
Why am I?
Kathy, listen.
Yeah?
Listen here, fucko.
And that's my line.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
God, we have to do like a whole podcast. I have to spend the next hour.
I'm fucking
and a half
ready to
of
go,
my time
man.
talking to you,
Chop,
fuckers.
motherfucking chop. Let's go. Let's do it.
Bitch,
Yeah.
Podcast.
Make it hard. DJ.
I don't know, man. Nickelodeon, I guess.
What you know about some Nickelodeon?
Hey, you can't say that.
Nick.
You can't say that.
Because I see. So funny, Demi Gloom. You're so fucking funny.
Oh yeah. I just fell. Oh,
Some kind of a
fuck.
funny gal playing Project
jokester.
64.
But Project 64 ain't none of your fucking business. I'm ready to talk about Nickelodeon, motherfucker. Bitch.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not
I say
ready.
I say
am.
motherfucker, not motherfucker. I'm not ashamed.
I'm not. I'm not.
What's Nickelodeon? Let's talk about it.
What's
What is it?
Nickelodeon? Riley, will you
What
give me the floor
is
for
a
5
Nickelodeon?
seconds?
Sure.
All right, I will tell you what Nickelodeon is. Nickelodeon is that big yellow square that you see every day with every waking image of your life. See, this thing that is this yellow box that I've named, that we've fucking come to love by the name of SpongeBob SquarePants himself, will not stop following me around in my life. I quote SpongeBob on a daily basis. I have problems. I need help. I need to go to a psych ward. I need to go to a mental hospital. I need mental help to get away from this fucking square. My entire life is revolved around the fact that this square exists and he is ruining my life. I am just as bad as a driver of him. My job consists of doing the same things that he does. I have the same annoying fat fucking friend that won't leave me alone. Not you, K9.
Oh, okay.
I have that annoying ass neighbor that is so weird and hates everything about his life, and I never see him besides when he's being depressed. And I'm sure somewhere you could probably connect Sandy Cheeks to somewhere in my life, but I am not willing to do that today. I would prefer if this yellow square would stop following me around in my life because I cannot take it anymore.
Hey, look at the box for my
If it is
beach ring.
If it is fucking SpongeBob SquarePants, I will be shooting myself in the head with a 44.
When
millimeter,
Kathy's
whatever
mic
the fuck.
is so shitty that I don't even have any idea what she's fucking saying. It's great.
The joke is, it's a yellow box.
Fucking hate yellow boxes. The only yellow box that I like is the Cheerios box. And I don't even like Cheerios.
I don't like the planet.
Well, nobody fucking likes you either. Nickelodeon is a TV channel.
Oh yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, back when I was a kid, it was known as SpongeBob and iCarly. Because that's all that we had. That's all that they fucking played for a very long time. SpongeBob and iCarly.
iCarly was. Do you guys know about the bad news about iCarly?
Unfortunately.
Are you talking about Dan Schneider?
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Dan Schneider.
There's not a human being on this planet who doesn't know about Dan Schneider.
Well, I'm sure there's someone in Africa that doesn't know who he is.
True, that's probably fair.
You know what else is fair?
What?
I don't fucking know. I was really hoping you were going to say something. and then
How
you
has
didn't.
Dan Schneider not been like criminally charged yet?
Lack of evidence.
That's fair.
Like you can't. It's like unfortunately you can't put somebody like a sex criminal in jail just because like given all the circumstances they probably did it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right,
You know, like the thing is like we can convict like he can be convicted as guilty in the court of public opinion pretty easily given the circumstance, the fact that there's too many coincidences, too much adds up, but at the end of the day there's no like cold hard evidence that can be proved in a court of law, just very 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 suspicious circumstances that can only be
Extremely
explained by
suspicious.
guilt. Yeah.
What a guy, that Dan Schneider. He made
Just
some
like-
Kino, though. I'll give him that.
Like,
Yes,
is he
because-
responsible for the Kino itself, though?
Honestly, like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe when I was like 9 or whatever, iCarly was great, but I like tried to watch an episode of it. Like,
I'm
Like,
not
if
talking about iCarly, Kathy. iCarly's still good. You're wrong about it, but iCarly is far from Dan Schneider's best work.
well, it's the only one I watched, and like, it's horrible as like an adult.
Did you see, Kathy? I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way. I found a way. Drake and Josh is the best show to have ever aired on Nickelodeon. It's the best one, number one.
There's better
Easily.
shows, but all right.
I've never watched a full episode of Drake and Josh.
Fucking really?
I don't think
I
I
haven't
have.
either.
I think I've caught
Yeah,
like
me
half
neither.
episodes on Nickelodeon, and if I did watch full episodes, I have no recollection of it.
Yeah, I've never watched an episode of Drake and Josh.
I've seen like at least half of the episodes, if not more.
Oh, I thought you would have watched like all of it. I thought you would have had like a Drake and Josh cast by now.
There
Don't
was
give
one.
him
There
ideas.
was one that started, but it was only one episode. It was one of those. It was one of those podcasts that never escaped episode one hell.
Yeah.
Man,
Why is
it's only
episode
more
one
of your
hell a
podcast to
thing?
do that.
I don't know.
Like why do like it just happens. Like after episode one, problems start to arise.
There was.
Don't know why.
I believe this predates even like Pixels. Was I started a podcast with my friend Atlas called
Atlas
Fret.
Earth.
No, no, different Atlas. Unfortunately, I would have loved to start a podcast with Crypto Luigi, but the podcast was called Fresh Baked Laugh Tracks, and we planned to watch all the Dan Schneider shows, but we only did one episode on the pilot of Drake and Josh.
I remember
We
hearing
never-
about this. This is on
we
the Riley
never-
Iceberg.
Yes. The Riley Iceberg that never amounted to anything public that people know about.
I think the icebergs are like the issue crew. For those of you who don't know, which is everybody, because we just acknowledged that this never made it public. We have like icebergs for each issue crew member, or at least a couple of us, like the content creator ones, the good ones, the good issue crew members.
All right, so I'm excluded from this. Thank God.
Yeah,
What?
we have icebergs,
No.
like very comprehensive icebergs, and I think it's best that they don't get released publicly, because like
Why?
things. Okay, so like if we were to do the Demigloom iceberg at the time that we started making it, and like we made that actually turned into something, like the Brony Initiation podcast would have been like top tier, and like outer space was like the hot new thing. You know what I mean? Like it's too subjective to time. And I'm not like I don't at least me personally, I haven't been around long enough to speak super retroactively. And I think you, Riley, like I think you're in your prime content wise, at least compared to like the past. And I don't think like basically what I'm saying is I don't think that whatever you put down 2 months ago would be relevant right now. Or like it would just become dated really quickly.
I mean, what is on my iceberg? What really is there that's dated? Like, oh, Megazord Radio's not on there. But other than that,
Like the fact that like it would convince you that like the most important things you're up to are things that are no longer relevant.
wait, like what's at the top of the iceberg?
Oh my fucking god! Do I have to pull up the iceberg? Are we gonna
Yes,
keep
I'm
arguing about
asking
this?
you about information on this iceberg.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Send it in the group chat.
Okay. This episode is just gonna become the Riley iceberg explained.
I just want to know what's at the top of the iceberg. I don't want to talk about the whole thing. I want to get back to Nickelodeon. I just want to know what's at the top of the iceberg. Right?
Okay. Okay, I think I'm losing this argument, but I'm putting in general chat.
Okay.
I think I was wrong.
Wait, where are you
Okay.
putting this?
General.
General.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the top, we have Breaking Bad Nintendo DS, the Riley Podcast Mega Feed, Pokemon Variety
Okay,
Hour.
that one would be
Demi-Gloom.
second tier now.
What? Pokemon
The
Variety
Riley
Hour?
Podcast Mega
Mega
Feed.
Feed? Nah, Mega Feed is top. Like maybe not right now, but like if we're talking like for your whole career, that's like number one. Pixels.
Okay, perhaps Hardcy being at the top of my iceberg is poorly aged.
Why is the Dickheads podcast at the top?
Because that's one of the most notable things I've done publicly. For better or for worse. Actually, just
Fair.
for worse. I don't know. why
Negra
for better,
Arroyo
for
Lane is on here.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Michael the Pokemon is like halfway down.
yeah, he's part of the iceberg.
Why is he so far up?
What do you mean so far up? He's in the bottom half.
I feel like he should be
I know he's
lower.
right in the middle.
Yeah, Michael the Pokemon should definitely be lower.
Wait, Riley, you'd better put this on the fucking screen.
I can't.
Oh
I have
my
no
fucking God.
capability of doing
So-
so.
We're gonna go biggest problem in the universe and put a link to the image in the description.
No, we're not
So
doing
people-
any of that. We're just
So-
gonna talk about it.
So
I
people are just gonna have to like just trust us that this iceberg image exists.
yes.
somehow.
Of course, trust me, bro.
You know what? No. I'll fucking edit the video.
I
all right?
don't believe you.
I will do it, and I will get it done by tonight.
Here's what I have to say about that. Riley, just pretend that Kathy's not going to edit the video, okay? Just do your normal process for the issue crew. And if she just so happens to send out a usable product before the issue crew needs to be released, then use it.
No.
But do not rely on her.
Why? Come on, let me edit. I'm just going to put the fucking image in.
Fuck off.
Why?
There'll be a fucking Imgur link in the description or whatever the fuck, I guess.
Come on, let me edit it.
No.
Why?
Shut up.
Because Riley is.
She's just going to like flash like a swastika or something in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Durden style.
I will not.
She's gonna sneak it in.
There's going to be a single frame of a swastika.
No. It's gonna be like once every
Or like a botched trans surgery or something.
No. I'm gonna put like once every 6 frames. It's gonna be like a swastika, so it's just subversive imaging.
Yo, the mod horse. What the great bottom tier lore.
What the fuck is
What's
the
the-
mod horse?
It was some like dumb like lore that I made up back when I was a common user of Twitch.tv. Which
Big
actually
sword.
which actually posting like this whole paragraph about how I was trained in the mod temples by the mod sensei, I'm pretty sure got me mod like multiple times. People were just so entertained by the tapestry of the tale of the mod horse. Because I was Pegasus the gamer back then, so I was a horse. That was the mod horse.
We heard you the first time.
Why is big guy little guy in a lower tier than fucking like Pegasus the gamer and in Arceus we trust?
I don't know. I think at the time we made this, big guy little guy was like completely dead
That's
and
fair.
therefore irrelevant.
It's completely dead right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, there are we know why, and we have
It's not dead on
plans in the
paper.
works.
On paper, it's not dead until I grow a pair.
I have plans in the works that I cannot share with you because the
Please
haters
let me-
will
I
try
got
to
plans
stop.
I cannot share
Please let
with
me
you.
edit this
The haters
image.
will
In.
try and
Swear to God,
sabotage
it will
me.
annoy me.
No, I'm just gonna put an Imgur link in the description.
Let
We're
me
going
do it.
old school. I'm okay with going old school.
Let me do it.
No.
Let me do it.
No.
I wouldn't be sad if you died.
So true.
Oh shit, that's a Majora's Mask bit. You wouldn't get it.
Wait, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
What do
Um,
you mean that's
do?
Majora's
somebody
Mask? bit?
somebody in the middle school GSA comment section was talking shit about Felonious Ferris, misgendering them brutally, telling them they were like a dim-witted child who had no grip on reality or some stupid fucking hater. Who they got really mad that Felonious Ferris said rent is high in the UK, and that is a men's issue. That can be a grievance for men in the UK. That rent is really high. They just got furious at that, and then the Felonious Ferris was like being
hold on. Why would
super
they?
nice.
Wait, hold on. Why would they get mad at that specifically?
I have
That
no fucking idea. Like out of all like the crazy like leftist extremism we preach on the podcast, the moment that we say men can have hard lives and perhaps in the UK it has to do with high rent could be a single contributing factor. It was not like we were like making a point about rent in the UK. Like it literally just came up for like a split second. But anyways, Felonious Ferris commented, they're like, I would love to know what you think is wrong with my argument, please. You know, and then they were like, oh, I thank you for being understanding, I guess. And like basically they just had like a civil like conversation, and then I just replied, I wouldn't be sad if, or like I think it was I wouldn't care if you died. And then and the comment just got removed like almost immediately.
YouTube removed it.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Or maybe it just hit it. I don't know.
Does Ferris have access to the middle school GSA account? Maybe they
They do, but they never
revoked
I don't
it.
think they've signed in a single time.
That's fair.
Because they've never had a need to, or I don't think they've ever had a need to, and also I've never gotten like a notification that they signed in. And Google will notify me every fucking time that I sign in on my own device. Like in an incognito tab.
The voxel corner.
That's
using incognito tabs.
That's like very bottom of the iceberg now.
Listen, someday, old friend. I think that's the bio of the Voxel Corner Twitter account is someday, old friend.
Wait, hold on.
Holding.
Was the person even from the UK?
Probably. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Just as I wouldn't care if they died.
Satirically, of course.
Did your like comment immediately get removed?
Yeah, because for some reason you can't tell people to kill themselves online anymore. Not directly, at least. Unless you're like Aiden Ross, then I guess.
Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
please grow and improve as a person.
That is what I tell a lot of people. I tell a lot of people that. Although I did get one of my many alt Twitter accounts suspended on Twitter for telling someone to kill themselves.
Also, Demigloom, if I can criticize your artistic vision on this iceberg here, it's weird how the pictures are almost in complete chronological order, except the Pegasus the Gamer picture is before like most things. But other than that, it's in chronological order.
I think the idea was that like the Pegasus the Gamer is like a very iconic thing, and it wasn't supposed to be in chronological order. We could probably chronicle this in. I just said chronicle in chronological order. We could probably organize this chronologically.
We could chronologically chronicle it.
Yeah,
Wait,
we could
hold on.
chronicle it chronologically from a chronicle standpoint.
Hold on,
And I have
Demigloom.
chronic back pain.
Post your own iceberg.
You want to see the Demigloom iceberg?
Absolutely.
You probably wouldn't know.
Is this just the iceberg episode now? Is Nickelodeon over?
No, we have to
Yeah.
do a
Yeah.
different iceberg episode.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think my iceberg would just me be slowly morphing into Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
Look at the Animorphs cover.
Okay. Mine is sending.
Okay.
Wait, if we're gonna do a different iceberg episode, shouldn't we save yours for that?
I'll let Kathy glance on it and make a few comments, but other than that, we can get back to Nickelodeon.
What is trap metal?
It's a genre of music that I unfortunately participated in.
Is that what I think it is?
It is trap music mixed with metal music.
Felonious Ferris in second tier.
Yeah, I think MSGSA and Felonious Ferris are tip top tier now.
What is the first rap ever?
I created the first rap song ever, didn't you know? I was a member of the Sugar Hill Gang back in '79 when we dropped our breakout hit, "Rapper's Delight." I was the
And the chicken
17th.
tastes like wood.
And the chicken tastes like wood. That was my verse, actually. I was the 18th verse on that song, and I rapped about the chicken tasting like wood.
Demi can't get high?
I cannot get high.
This is a canon event fact checked by real Americans.
Okay, hold on. One more question I gotta ask.
Okay.
What is the Demi Gloom Kathy conspiracy? Oh, hold on. No, I just remembered it.
That I am you. Wait, does it say Kathy or the other name on there right now?
It's Demi Gloom Kathy conspiracy.
Oh.
You
Although-
fixed it on your iceberg, but not on mine.
Hold on,
Oh,
I
Maya,
didn't-
you have to send me a version of the iceberg.
hold on. No. I just realized I'm the evil sister. Demi Gloom is the real one.
Oh shit!
Who's the evil sister?
No. The new lore is that Kathy is actually the other
Say it.
her dead name that I'm not gonna say is sister, evil twin sister that killed him
Oh.
and replaced him.
And I am the ghost,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, you do just kind of seem like an older version of me when I was like.
That's not true. I am way more intelligent and charismatic than you ever were.
All right, now that
ever
we've
will be.
successfully alienated
Okay, hold on.
every
No.
person who's listening
No.
that came
Hold
here
on,
to hear
hold on.
about Nickelodeon, let's talk about Nickelodeon.
Old me was. You can say that you're more intelligent than old me. I was more charismatic, absolutely.
Shut the fuck
No,
up. I am
no,
the most
you-
likable motherfucker here.
No. There is something likable about me screaming.
I think the most likable motherfucker here is probably Andrew.
I think
Yeah.
I am the most likable for those who are capable of liking me, if that makes any sense.
I feel like I'm like the schizo option.
I think Andrew is the most universally likable person. I think for people who like me, they derive the most like joy from my likeness.
I think
Are you
people.
trying to say that your fans are better than my fans? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think my fans and friends have a better relationship with me than any of you guys. Because I'm
Well,
better.
I think you're wrong.
I am
First-
Jesus in the flesh.
You are not better.
I am
I think-
Socrates reborn.
I think like anybody who says that I'm the best is just going to say I'm the best because they think like they still hate me, but they think I'm like the least degenerate person here. Is probably.
I don't think
like,
anyone thinks you're the least degenerate person here.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm
Because
here.
okay, so you can like you can spout whatever jargon you want about traditional values and whatnot, but at the end of the day, you're a fucking schizo, just like the rest of us.
I mean, yes,
I'm
I
not
know that.
schizo.
I know I'm more schizo than everybody here, but like I think somebody might like me better than you just because they are like equally as schizo as me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, you can say that about anybody. Like, oh, I have this trait, therefore people with this trait would like me. Like, okay, I am a leftist, so other leftists will like me. Actually, that's not true. Leftists hate each other.
Leftists want to kill each other more than the right does.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nickelodeon. Was Avatar a Nick show?
Yes.
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 Can I talk about like why it's okay?
Why it's okay.
Why it's
Only
okay.
okay.
Only okay.
No.
Yeah,
I
no,
hate-
no.
Like I actually hate all of the characters except one,
And which one's the one that you like?
like Zuko, because that's the
Okay.
one everybody likes.
Okay. All right. You're on thin ice, but all right.
Like, I hate Aang so much.
A lot of people don't like. I don't like any either. I find him unbearable until the later half of the show.
He's such a little fucking like snot-nosed brat.
Yes,
think
because he's
he's-
12.
Maybe don't make 12-year-olds the main character of your like super serious show.
Yeah, but the 12-year-old grows up and develops over time and develops into the hero he turns out to be throughout
He's
the events
literally
of the
like
show and the people he
he's
meets
still
along the
12
way.
by the end of the
Are
show.
we talking about Naruto or Avatar right now?
Yes.
But like, oh my god,
Is
Aang
Avatar just like a shonen anime, but not?
Yes.
but like Aang is like so demanding and insufferable.
Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe you're right.
I just hate Aang.
I think you hate a lot of things. Are there things that you like? Do you like things? Do you have anything that interests you that isn't pure hate from the heart?
Um, I like math.
That is so incredibly stupid. Who likes math? You show me one person in the universe that
Albert
actually
Einstein
he's dead.
and
He's no longer real. He doesn't exist anymore.
okay, let me think.
This is an awful Nickelodeon episode.
Like
Talk about more
calculus
Nickelodeon, please.
my calculus teacher.
Does your calculus teacher like math?
Yeah, he does. All right, so Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
So what do you guys think?
Dick. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Speaking of Andrew,
Yeah.
was Invader Zim a Nickelodeon show?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. I loved that as a kid.
I didn't like it as a kid. It had to grow on me.
I loved it as a kid. I don't remember literally a single thing about it, but
I was like okay with it as a kid. Like it didn't catch my attention as like a show that like I loved. But I definitely watched a few episodes and liked it. Nowadays, whenever I watch Invader Sim, it's just bangers. The
movie is
the
amazing.
Netflix movie.
yeah, the
Fuck
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie is like really good. That one came out a few years ago.
Not scientifically possible.
That movie changed my life.
I am 12 years old.
Is that what Dib says?
There's a scene. You don't remember the anime scene?
What?
You don't remember the anime scene
Yeah.
where Dib turns into like a JoJo character?
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't remember what he said, but I remember him turning into a JoJo character.
Happens to the best of us.
Does it?
Yeah.
Demigloom, tell me about a Nickelodeon show right fucking now, or I'm turning this podcast around.
So during like the dictatorship of the proletariat, which in Marxist theory is presented as like a necessary stage of the, the global cause for socialism, right? The dictatorship of the proletariat is essentially like a totalitarian state that is governed by the working class rather than the bourgeoisie. But the criticism comes in when you define the bourgeoisie and the working class, it's almost as if like their roles get completely reversed.
Yeah,
all the
guys,
criticism that
liked
applies to the bourgeoisie.
Phantom. Danny Phantom was a great show, a great superhero show with a wacky cast of ensemble
say wacky
villains
cast.
and great characters. I meant a wacky cast of villains, Andrew. I'm not talking about the main cast being wacky. It's a good show, Danny Phantom. He goes ghost.
He is a phantom.
I'm trying to think of like what my like my top 3 Nickelodeon shows are. Like for real. Gun to my head. I know Drake and Josh is number 1. I don't know what the other 2 are. Danny Phantom might be in there, but then again, there's a lot of shows to consider.
Was Fairly Odd Parents to Nick, or was that Cartoon Network? I'm pretty sure that was Nick.
That was
Nick.
certainly Nickelodeon.
Definitely Nick.
I can't separate the two. I was like 5 when I was watching this stuff.
But the best Nickelodeon shows I'm gonna say are Invader Zim. Number 2 is Vacant. Uh,
Number
and number 3 is Avatar. I'll say that.
Why is number 2 vacant?
yeah.
To be honest, really, those are the only Nickelodeon shows I remember, and I refuse to put iCarly on the list.
SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents.
Hey,
I'm gonna be the
number 2
I'm gonna
is
be the
now
lame
SpongeBob.
motherfucker who says SpongeBob.
No. Do you know what number 2 really is now?
What?
Magic Star Show.
Jimmy Neutron.
Let's go! Based!
Jimmy Neutron was a very cool show.
Dude, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, best crossover in history. Not even close.
I
What
don't
is
know
that?
if I would say. What? What the fuck did you just say? You don't know the Jimmy and Timmy Power Hour or whatever the fuck?
No?
What the
See,
fuck is wrong with you?
there's Jimmy Neutron from the show Jimmy Neutron. And there's Timmy Turner from the show Fairly Odd Parents. And they come together, and it's the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Why did that crossover even happen?
Why not?
What about those two shows made them like compatible in any way?
I don't know, but it really worked.
It worked.
Do you think it was good?
Yes!
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It was great.
All
Well,
three
no,
of Jimmy Timmy
okay.
Power Hours are Kino.
Here's what I have to say. I have seen it, but I don't remember like anything of it. All I remember is that
Jimmy
the
Timmy the Jimmy
art
Timmy
style
Power
bit.
Hour trilogy are the best things ever.
Straight guess. Reminds me of what was supposed to end Fairly Odd Parents that didn't end Fairly Odd Parents.
What, Channel Chasers?
Yes, Channel Chasers. What we could have had instead of the rest of Fairly Odd Parents.
Instead
that
of
was
an
not
episode
good.
about Timmy's dad was the finale of Fairly Odd Parents, and it was not a finale at all. It was just some dumb episode about Timmy's dad, and the show got canceled.
Got canceled because it was bad.
Yeah, because
Ruined
season
it.
10 was awful.
I don't know what season it was, but whenever they started adding more than poof, it was over.
Nah, I'm a Sparky defender, but
I'm not.
Chloe was bad.
That's because you hate women.
I mean, as true of a fact that is, it has nothing to do with my disdain for the character Chloe Carmichael from Fairly Odd Parents.
disdain.
My disdain. Underrated Nickelodeon show, by the way. We were talking about the Dan Schneider shows earlier. We brought up Drake and Josh and iCarly. One of the
Big Time
last
Rush.
that's not a Dan Schneider show. That's made by the same guy who made Ned's Declassified.
I
Scott Fellows.
didn't realize you meant you were gonna say a Dan Schneider show.
No, one of the later Dan Schneider shows, and one that people do not consider good.
Henry
but I
Danger?
think they're wrong. Henry Danger.
Yeah.
Henry Danger kicks ass. It's so good.
Never watched an episode. I saw the commercials and was like, I want to watch Ninja Turtles, not Henry Danger, and switched to Cartoon Network until Ninja Turtles came on.
Henry Danger is just such a fun show. They got really goofy with it, and that's probably why people don't like it. But I think it's great.
What's Henry
Henry Danger.
Henry Danger?
Henry
Honestly-
Danger. Henry Danger is a show about a young 13-year-old boy named Henry Hart who wants to get an after-school job, and he sees an ad in the paper to work at a store called Junk and Stuff, but it's actually that store is a front for the local superhero Captain Man, and Henry becomes Captain Man's sidekick, Kid Danger, and that's the show. That's the premise.
So I gotta say something.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not sure how anybody can watch anything made by like Dan Schneider as an adult and like actually find it enjoyable on any level.
Because it's good.
There
If
is
all you've
so-
seen is iCarly, then you don't have a leg to stand on.
I've seen some other Dan Schneider shows like the same.
Have you never seen Good Burger?
The fuck is Good Burger?
Good
Never
Burger is one
seen
of the best movies ever made.
Oh, it's a
I've,
movie. That's why.
I've watched Sam and Cat. I've
I love
watched.
Sam and Cat.
I've watched.
Sam and Cat was great too.
I watched Victorious,
If you haven't seen
Genuinely-
Drake and Josh or Zoe 101, you have no room to
Finish
talk.
my sentence.
No.
Genuinely, I'm not sure how anybody like even like okay. There's a bunch of like pedo shit in that show.
In what show?
Like all of those shows.
I don't remember any pedo shit
Like
in Sam and
constantly
Cat.
fucking like I haven't watched Sam and Cat as an adult, but like Victorious and iCarly, genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
weren't
it's
Jeanette McCurdy
disgusting.
and Ariana Grande's adults by the time Sam and Cat happens?
Probably.
Well, here's the thing: like constant like feet shit, like everywhere.
Oh no, guys! I have to rub mayonnaise in my sister's feet. How could this happen?
I get
What a-
myself in this wacky situation.
What an unfortunate circumstance, guys.
I really shouldn't laugh at that.
It's funny how blatantly like how obvious and disgusting it is, and how like nobody fucking noticed
But
until it was way too late.
here's the thing: like
Carly gets her toe stuck in the faucet, and it's a wacky situation. She
Is that a
can't get
real
it out.
episode?
Yes.
Probably.
but here's
Dude,
the thing,
fucking they literally like iCarly Twitter was like next Friday is hashtag Feet
Post
Friday.
pictures of your
Post
feet.
pictures of your feet and tag at iCarly to be featured on our website. Like
but it
who
but it's
fucking thought they were gonna how audacious of them. That makes me think everyone was in on it. Like every suit and tie motherfucker involved at Nickelodeon like knew and was okay with it.
but here's the thing: even if there wasn't any pedo shit, they're just bad shows.
First of all, Victorious is a great
Wrong.
show. I don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, I did not hear Drake and Josh or Zoe 101 come out of your mouth, and those are his magnum opuses. So
Zoe 101 is also a show I watched. I don't remember anything about it because I haven't watched it as an adult. But genuinely, like iCarly,
iCarly.
iCarly, Victorious, like not only are they bad shows, but you feel disgusted watching them because of the pedo shit.
Everyone who knows me knows I have a zero pedo shit
Tolerance.
zero tolerance policy for pedo shit, which is why I like functionally stopped watching 90% of fucking anime, and that also extends to American media, but I don't have like I haven't seen a lot of the American media that is known pedo shit simply because I've been like told like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of pedo shit in there, be careful. I'm like, oh cool, I'm never watching that ever. So like I'm
Be
not gonna
careful.
watch. Basically what I'm saying is like any Dan Schneider show at this point, like I'm never gonna watch it, even for a meme, even for a 9-hour fucking video essay. Quentin reviews, you fucking gross piece of shit.
Oh, fuck off.
You're just mad.
I really okay. What I really hate Quentin reviews is it's the Monkey Jones drama, and
That's
him
fair.
like being like a creepy motherfucker to ContraPoints.
Wait. No, hold
Wait,
on.
what was the drama between Monkey Jones and Quentin Reviews again?
Wait. Hold
Quentin
on.
reviews DM'd in like some child who had the Twitter at Monkey Jones
Oh
or
yeah.
something, and he was like, hold on, let me see if I can.
Hold
see if I
on.
can
Hold on.
find it.
What's the ContraPoints thing?
I don't even want to talk. I don't have the facts straight, so I'm not even gonna say. All I know is that I have seen videos that have convinced me that he was creepy to ContraPoints. Maybe I shouldn't repeat that without having the evidence on hand.
I have heard allegations that I cannot confirm or deny that he was creepy to ContraPoints.
Yeah, no, sorry, I retract that. I don't remember exactly what the situation was. Okay, can I read the DMs?
Yes, give me the Quentin Reviews DMs to quote unquote Monkey Jones.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna have to pull up the thumbnail. Hold on. Does Monkey they're in the thumbnail and Monkey reads them on stream? Okay, so Quentin Reviews DM'd some. He didn't make any effort to realize this was the real Monkey Jones. There was some 14-year-old whose name on Twitter was Monkey Jones, and Quentin Reviews just sent them this out of nowhere. Like, and it had been months since Monkey and Quentin Reviews have interacted, or since Monkey has ever said a word about Quentin Reviews. Like, period. There was no interaction between these two. Like, as far as everyone knew, they didn't give a shit about each other. Nobody cared. And he just randomly DMs this kid, "Hey Monkey, just wanted to apologize for being mean to you once, and also for being such a F slur. I'll strive to be less gay in the future. Sorry if I was too much of an F slur for you. He didn't actually say F slur. He said the actual word. Really, I had no idea how I was until you reached out to me. So thanks for that. Also, the rape comment, cool beans. Yeah, if I had known that I was a F slur and a rapist, I would never have disavowed transphobia. Man, you sure do God's work. All that aside, this petty drama you started is all a fun little game to you, but on my side of the fence, your fans have doxed me and have been sending me very interesting death threats. I've been spending the last months of my life living in fear of a culture you created and nurtured.
Very interesting death threats.
So sorry if I don't find any of this amusing. Signed, effing F slur. All of this shit that he said was not true. Mumkey Jones has never accused Quentin Reviews of being a rapist. None of Mumkey's fans have ever sent him death threats or doxed him.
I don't
It's
know.
literally-
I think there might be 4 certain names that might have done some silly things.
No. And all jokes aside,
Green Man,
Mr. Beat Man, Bedhead Bernie, Princess
Nat
Natlord.
Lord.
These are the
There's
people.
probably more. These are the people you should be banning from your communities.
Do not let them in your Discord servers. Oh, that was a really funny bit. Are we the only people that have memed that? Or was that memed elsewhere?
It was memed by Mumkey and Asperger in Let's Plays
Oh,
4 years ago.
Okay. So that's where you got that from.
Yeah.
So, you think Riley can come up with an original thought?
That's mean.
You didn't deny it.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
he can
I
come up
can't-
with an original thought.
can
While
I?
we're talking about YouTubers we hate, can I talk about somebody?
No,
Is it Dream?
that's not the topic today.
So Abigail Thorne is like actually like a piece of shit.
Isn't she like an OnlyFans person?
Oh, that's even more disgusting.
No, I
but
think you're thinking of Bella Thorne.
But that's not what I was talking
Oh,
about.
that's Bella. Sorry, wrong Thorn.
Philosophy.
Bella,
too.
there aren't even any nudes on Bella Thorne's OnlyFans. It's a fucking ripoff.
Did you pay for it?
No, no, I just heard.
No.
I'm talking about like Philosophy Tube.
Bella Thorne is also single-handedly responsible for OnlyFans changing their payout policy to be more bullshit because everybody paid for Bella Thorne's OnlyFans, found out there was no nudes on it, and then demanded refunds.
But
Riley, you're an active OnlyFans user, right?
I have utilized the service
Do
before.
you do you currently have a subscription for anybody?
No.
okay, that's actually like disgusting.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
gonna be
There
real.
why?
are many worse things that Riley has done. I don't think this is the worst.
What's
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna be real
disgusting
with you.
about using OnlyFans?
So, anyways, Squidward, Mr.
Jail.
Krabs, and SpongeBob. They
Love
represent.
them.
They represent the perfect. They're a perfect representation and mirror of the class relationship in a capitalist society.
Have you
You
seen
have the
AI?
apologetic proletariat, like SpongeBob, that smiles through the wage slavery, and then you have the class-conscious Squidward, who is very aware of the exploitation being done to him, but is also very like nihilistic. And I actually haven't done a thorough Marxist analysis of SpongeBob, and that was supposed to be a bit, and someone was supposed to tell me to shut the fuck up before I finished that
No,
sentence.
I wanted to hear more. I was captivated.
Hold on, guys. Have you seen AI SpongeBob?
Unfortunately.
I've seen some clips from it.
I haven't.
2006 Honda Civic.
What?
I haven't seen that bit. I had the. Apparently, we're all good. Apparently, the heat death of the universe is happening on, I think, August 12th, 2036, according to AI Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward is
Is this like AI Seinfeld? Or...
Yes, it's literally just AI Seinfeld, but it's SpongeBob.
Dude, AI Seinfeld is one of the funniest fucking things ever, and the fucking transphobic joke that the AI created was
It wasn't even that transphobic.
well, it undeniably wasn't it
What's
like
the deal with trans people?
Okay, well, here's the thing. It was like less transphobic than half of the shit conservatives say, like every day.
well, yeah, obviously, it's probably a little bit less transphobic than what the transphobic Party of America is dropping on a daily basis.
Listen, I thought it was kind of funny.
I think it's very funny that an AI came up with that, and I don't think it should have been banned.
I
What was
I
the
think
agree.
it's just
joke?
representative of like humanity. It's like we average out like human interaction, and it just immediately jumps
Was
to
it
like
even that bad? What did he say? What did AI Jerry have to
He was
say
like,
about
he was like, I'm going to think about doing a joke about how trans people are mentally ill.
I'm gonna think about that? Jerry Seinfeld said that? AI Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, AI
wouldn't it be funny if the real like people actually thought this was the real Seinfeld? Like so many people that they like protest out of his house. Okay, let's see. What did he say? I'm thinking about doing a bit about how transgender is actually a mental illness, or how all liberals are secretly gay and want to impose their will on everyone, or something about how transgender people are ruining the fabric of society.
Seinfeld said this?
But no
Wow.
one is going. But no one is laughing. So I'm going to stop. Thanks for coming tonight. See you next time.
Are
Where'd
we are we
everybody
gonna
go?
are we gonna get hate speeched again for just mentioning this?
No, we're quoting it.
Oh,
You can
please.
repeal that.
Anyway, I'm trying to think of more Nickelodeon shit we can talk about. I don't think Andrew talked about a lot of the shows he liked.
Nope.
Andrew, give us some Nickelodeon shows you enjoyed.
We including Nicktoons?
I mean, any show that was on Nicktoons was on Nickelodeon at some point, I think. So yeah.
Alright, give me SpongeBob, Chalk Zone, and fucking DBZ Kai was on Nicktoons for a bit. Or a long
That's
while,
fair.
actually.
That was not on Nickelodeon, it was just on Nicktoons, but Nicktoons does count, yes.
I fucking
Um,
loved Nicktoons. I fucking
Nicktoons
slept
was
to
my
that shit
shit,
every
dog. Dragon
night.
Ball Z Kai. There were Power Rangers reruns on Nicktoons. Nicktoons was my shit.
It was fucking legendary.
Wild Grinders. That show was actually
Oh my
pretty
fucking
stupid.
god.
But-
I don't care that it was fucking stupid. Rob Dyrdek was in it. There was a fucking NFL one, and that's what piqued my interest in American football. I don't even know what it was called, but I know there was like 5 kids. One of them was a woman.
was it just like an NFL recap show, or was it just a show about
No,
football? Like
it was a
cartoon
show about football, and they had like NFL mascots as cartoon characters.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that.
I don't even know what it was. Fucking Chalk Zone. I was so mad when they got rid of Chalk Zone. I fucking loved that shit so fucking much. I would wake up at like 4 a.m. to watch it because that was the only time it was like on from 4 to 6. And that is such a bad time slot. What was I gonna fucking? There was something I had in my head and I forgot what it was. Hey Arnold was one that I really liked. I think All Grown Up was on Nicktoons at one point.
All grown up, I really want to shut it. I remember liking that show as a kid. I had I had a couple VHS tapes, I think, of All Grown Up as a kid that I used to watch.
No one mentioned My Life as a Teenage Robot, and I kind of
Yes!
want to slap
Oh,
the
that
dog
show is
shit out
so
of
good!
3 out of the 4 of us.
My Life as a Teenage Robot was legitimately, that show was really good.
I saw on the topic of pedo shit, which we can't seem to escape. It's just synonymous with Nickelodeon.
Don't shut up. Escape.
Yeah.
I just saw like a really disgusting like fan animation of my life as a teenage robot. It was like a rape joke or whatever, and like that's the only impression I have of that show, and I could never watch it.
I've also seen that clip.
Yeah. Like that was like very popular. Like it was like just like a dank meme. Like everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, it was
So
made by
funny.
fucking Zontan, wasn't it?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Notable cartoon porn person.
That's what you know it for.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
That's a really delayed
up.
reaction, Kathy.
No. Shut up.
Why?
Every time she records this podcast, she has to go back to church and confess her sins. Father, forgive me for I have sinned. And
Father,
it's because
forgive me, for I
she's
did
in
the
a
issue
call
crew
with
again.
us.
True. Like, honestly true. Honest.
Okay, yeah, Adventure Time was Cartoon Network. Why did it show up as a Nickelodeon thing? Fucking lied to me. I know I wasn't fucking stupid.
It's really unfortunate that we did this without Mo, because I don't know if there's any other 90s Nick people in this room.
Well, what else is there from the 90s that I can't seem to think of that I liked? Like Hey
90,
Arnold,
90s
but
Nick,
that's
you
like
got
it.
Hey Arnold was like late 90s. Yeah, that's on the cusp. Hey Arnold and Cat Dog are like
Cat Dog.
are like the newest shows that I would consider like classic 90s Nick. You got your Ren and Stimpies, you got your Dougs, you got your Ah Real Monsters. There were a lot of good shows on Nick in the 90s that I binged the shit out of through my childhood, even though I was not born in the 90s. I found them through the internet or through like the classic Nick block on like Teen Nick that was around for a while. And there are a lot of good shows on Nick in the 90s.
There were multiple Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Was that on Nickelodeon?
It was on Nicktoons, if you want to count that. Yu-Gi-Oh, Zexal,
maybe
and
in a
Arc 5.
Oh yeah, Zexal and Arc 5. I forgot. I was thinking of like the older ones. They were on Cartoon Network.
No, the original Yu-Gi-Oh was on Nicktoons.
Maybe as reruns.
Oh yeah, it's reruns because it was fucking 2013.
Yeah.
At this point now, I'm just scrolling through their fucking
There's like
the
some
wiki.
obvious 90s Nick shows that I'm missing too. I know there are like several I didn't mention. There's one on the tip of my tongue. Angry Beavers. That one's pretty good.
90s Nick shows. Rugrats? You didn't fucking mention Rugrats.
Rugrats, the primary one.
We mentioned all grown, the fucking adult version of it. You
We
didn't
mentioned
mention
all grown up, but not Rugrats.
Because original Rugrats is like not super interesting. They did a bunch of like cool spins on it that like obviously relied on the context of the original show to be an interesting spin, but like the original Rugrats show is nothing like super special. At least in a world full of cartoons like that, like transcend like their child audience and like have like adult appeal. I don't think Rugrats, the regular Rugrats, has anything like super special about it.
I think there's a legion of people who would disagree with you. And there's also
and they all loved it as a child and have a sentimental attachment to it.
There's also the fact that Rugrats was basically like, when you think of Nickelodeon, like nowadays, there's the two well, actually now there's the one primary show that you think of. The other one kind of fell off. But there's SpongeBob, and then obviously Fairly Odd Parents. If you ignore some of its later unfortunate circumstances,
ignore the second half of it.
But in the past, Rugrats was on that same throne. Like all these other '90s shows, like ended in the '90s or maybe the early 2000s. Rugrats ran till 2007.
Hey Arnold ran until 2004. Thank you very much. I don't know what all that is, but it ran until 2020, so...
No, they did a reboot in 2020.
Okay, well, it says from 94 to 2020, so I'm
taking that has been running from 1994 all the way until 2020.
I don't know what the fuck it is. What do you think I am? Someone that watches television?
They made like seasons in like 94 through 97, and then they made a new season in 2020.
I think it counts.
Okay, that's crazy. Chemical warfare.
What?
Real shit.
Well, it's a Dead Kennedys song.
Oh, okay. Man, that's another art from artist situation. A good show made by a bad person. Good old Ren and Stimpy.
What did the creator of Ren and Stimpy
Didn't Ren and Stimpy have like a really like gruesome abortion scene?
Wait, what
they had a gruesome birth scene in the adult party cartoon that everybody hates.
Wait, hold on. What did the creator of Ren and Stimpy do?
He's like a creepo.
Are you shocked?
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that fucking show would have come from the mind of a less than adjusted person? You know, who would have guessed?
It's a good fucking show, though. I think the best art comes from crazy people.
Like, I'm not even saying that the art. I'm not even saying like the art necessarily is like inherently indicative of anything. But like, it would be like if like Eminem got caught like stabbing somebody. It would be like, well, big fucking surprise. In like 2002 or something. I don't know.
Wait, Eminem is well adjusted.
Yeah, he is. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't the case, like back in the day with the art that he put out.
I bet
Can, can we have the Nickelodeon pedophile boxing match? Can John Kay and Dan Schneider have a boxing match?
Wasn't Dan Schneider like really good friends with like a convicted like child rapist who also worked on some show? I remember that in
I
like
never
one of
heard
the
about
documentaries.
this.
Do you think he was like? We should have like all of the like pedophile producers box. So you got like Dan
The X-Men
Schneider.
guy.
Dan Schneider, John Kay.
Wait, hold on. Dan Schneider versus Harvey Weinstein.
Is Harvey Weinstein a pedophile, or I thought he was just like a rapist?
I think he like also hit on like 15-year-old women. So.
I would not be surprised. I just thought it was exclusively with like adult.
I'm also not
and
sure if
whatnot.
John Kay is a pedophile, but I have heard that before.
Hold on.
If somebody in Hollywood is accused of being a pedophile, like it's almost always true.
Like it's 99.99% true.
I think of more people than we'd be comfortable admitting are either pedophiles or turn a blind eye to pedophiles or directly enable pedophile, et cetera, are somehow involved in the pedo fucking pyramid and have like they play their role in it.
This is an unfortunate direction that this podcast that I wanted to talk about funny SpongeBob and
Can we
Drake and Josh.
can we just name this the Nickelodeon pedophile boxing match?
No, because I'm not putting pedophile in the title.
Why not?
Who would win? Who would win the the boxing match? Yeah, John Kay seems pretty spry. And Dan Snyder's like fat, I think. Is there any other Nickelodeon shows we want to discuss, or are we just gonna scooch on out of here?
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, I
Oh
think.
shit, we didn't talk about that. Or Big Time Rush. Scott Fellows. We didn't even talk about that man.
Yeah, and he's also not a pedophile.
He's also not a
At least
pedophile.
as far as we know.
Man, it's like the first person that we've named that isn't a fucking pedophile.
Because the only shows of which I know the creators' names, the creator has some sort of controversy about them. Well, I know about... Well, Butch Hartman definitely does have controversy. I know about Steven Hillenburg. He's clean. And Scott Fellows.
Touché.
But yeah,
Touché.
Scott Fellows is a genius. Ned's Declassified was perfect. So was Big Time Rush, though. Which nobody
We
seems
talk
to
about
believe me on.
Duran Norris and how he's like the greatest actor of all time.
Yes, of course we can. That guy's amazing.
Fucking for his
Is it
role.
Duran or is it just Darren?
I think it's Duran. That's how I always read it. Darren? I don't know. Hold on.
Look up
It's spelled
pronunciation.
Daran.
I thought he was in Breaking Bad for the longest time because I got
You got confused with Dean Norris.
Yes.
You were just waiting for fucking Timmy Turner's dad to show up. Who would win between Duran Norris and Dean Norris?
I think Dean Norris probably.
Have you seen the video that
Seems like a tougher cookie.
have you seen fucking Dean Norris and Quackity played Minecraft together? And Dean Norris
I did see that. That was great.
it was fucking hilarious. He didn't know how to play the game
Yeah,
or
Duran
use
Norris.
a computer.
Duran Norris in Big Time Rush plays a man named Buddha Bob, who I believe is the maintenance guy at the place they stay. And he's also just like a really weird dude with a big scraggly beard who likes chainsaws, but he's actually like really nice and cool and everybody's friends with him.
Huh.
He's just this strange, creepy man who has a tendency to be involved with chainsaws a lot, but he's super chill and cool.
Fucking I remember specifically not watching Big Time Rush because it was like really gay. Like
Oh,
it was
come on,
very
that's fair.
it was very much like
Big Time
a
Rush
show-
is not gay.
it seemed
I
it felt
forgot Kathy was a Big Time Rush fan. Let's go!
Big Time
it
Rush
felt
was the
very
straightest
marketed
thing.
to like little girls. Like it was like all the girls thought the boys were really hot.
No, it was definitely marketed to little girls who thought that James Maslow was hot, but like it was
It was
also
like a
very
Jonas
good
Brothers
show.
situation.
Okay, well, I did kind of think James Maslow was hot. To be
Who
fair,
didn't?
Riley, do you
Riley,
would
you
you
got
like to
something
share
to
something
tell
with the
us?
class?
Listen,
Are we talking? Are we talking about minors right now too?
well, not anymore.
Oh my
James
God,
Maslow
Riley,
is an
shut the
old
fuck
man.
up.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me reiterate that. Like, as a 7-year-old,
Yeah, I assumed you're talking about retrospectively.
Retrospectively and also currently, because of the currently as he is today.
Riley's not even gay, so I don't even know why I'm.
Yeah.
Why this is being posed as a question?
Also, I'm pretty sure they're adults even before Big Time Rush ended. They were pretty old as far as Nickelodeon actors go. Most of the live
Yeah,
action
it's
Nickelodeons.
almost like it wasn't directed by Dan Schneider.
Yeah. Maybe that had something to do with
Wasn't
it.
exclusively a cast of little girls. Oh, and boys. Remember, I don't want to assume Dan Schneider's sexuality. I'm sure he was into plenty of little boys as well as little girls.
Yeah. You don't wanna make assumptions. It's rude. Man, why did the best show ever made have to be made by and star two people who are accused of pedophilia?
I don't know, Walt.
It's the same reason people love R. Kelly's music. They just know how to tell it.
Isn't
Unfortunately.
R. Kelly just like cool now? Like nobody cares anymore? Didn't he win a
No.
Grammy or something?
No.
No. This is what happened. Like in like the 90s and early 2000s, he like married a 15-year-old and like pissed on a teenager and like literally like molested like
I'm not saying
multiple
I'm
children.
cool with R. Kelly.
I know.
was saying that
No.
nobody
What
cares
I'm
now,
listen.
and then he
Let me
won a
tell you.
Grammy.
Let me explain this. He did
Okay.
that, and then everyone made fun of him on TV, right? He basically became a lol cow, right? And then little by little, he showed up on a Kanye West album, showed up on a #1 Billboard hit with Bruno Mars, just started charting again, and then people stopped caring, and then like he went back to jail, and then like once he got convicted, everybody was morally outraged. But
Wait, was
like
this
people,
recent?
when did he go? I don't remember when he went back to jail. It's
I
like
I remember
20,
hearing about him
like
winning a Grammy
2019.
like last year.
He has definitely not won a Grammy within the last year. He got one. He released an album, had 3 songs titled "I Did It," Part 1, 2, and 3, and then
Wow.
He won a Grammy in 2015.
Oh, okay.
I think for
I don't know what it would have been for.
15. Fucking whatever. It doesn't matter what song it was. He won a Grammy in 2015. Like 15 years after everyone knew that he was a child molester, and nobody cared.
Like some artists can get away with certain things. I mean, Kanye gets away with being practically a Nazi. And did for-
Practically.
Didn't he get all of his brand deals back and shit too?
Yeah,
Like
Kanye's
aren't
just
Yeezys
back.
Well,
back?
that's
He
just
just
how
he
things
just
work.
pulled Walter White in season 3. He was just like, I'm back. That's what Kanye does all the time.
Yeah.
Just comes back.
He does
He
something
can come
morally
back from
wrong and then
anything.
comes back.
And then
I don't think
literally
I don't
like
think
literally like
anything.
No, I think Kanye could honestly come back from anything.
literally like 3 days after like saying Heil Hitler, he like posted on Twitter. He was like, people are always gonna judge you for who the person you used to be and holds your past against you. And it was like, yes, people are gonna hold you accountable for what you did yesterday, Kanye. That's kind of how the world works.
I don't know if there'll ever be anything funnier that's happened in the world than the fact that Kanye West spent months being like this awful anti-Semitic person who just went on a bunch of podcasts and shit and talked shit about the Jewish community. And then one day he's like, I watched 21 Jump Street and Jonah Hill's performance really spoke to me. I'm not a Nazi anymore, basically.
I love how quiet Jay-Z is on all of this shit. Like Jay-Z has some
What is
pretty
he supposed
sussy
to
history.
say?
Well, Jay-Z has an amazing rap lyric, something along the lines of, "You ever wonder why Jewish people own all of the property in America?
like
Here's how they did it," and then describes the concept of interest.
like I mean, I've recovered after saying like blatantly anti-Semitic things on this show.
We've been all over the place tonight.
I don't know if it was all over the place or just heavily off topic.
Yeah, let's get back to the proletariat.
Yeah, the real reason why we're here.
I really wish I had like a buff communist boyfriend.
I think Kathy's good. Kathy is like slowly reverting back to her old
Yes.
self, and I kind
Go
of like it.
back. Go back.
I'm not dropping the Catholic thing.
You should.
It's not going. I went to the church today about officially starting my journey to join it.
What is it? What is it about Catholicism that draws you in?
I would say it's a very welcoming religion.
I
Did you
wouldn't
know?
necessarily disagree with that.
Did you know that Jesus died for your sins?
For mine? Wow.
I believe this so much that I became a sales consultant. Can I confirm your attendance?
Just I
Jesus
urge
Christ.
everybody to go to church at least once.
I agree. I actually unironically agree with that. I think
Okay,
everyone
why
should go to church. I think everyone should go to a synagogue. I think everyone should
Everyone should go to a Buddhist temple. You should go to a religious place of worship for every religion at least. Once.
unironically, I would encourage everyone if they were presented with an opportunity to visit a place of worship for a religion that they do not belong to. I think no matter who you are, it will be a valuable experience.
I'm going to start the world's first official Pastafarian church. So everybody come on down. We will worship the FSM together. It'll be great.
I would not go to a mosque because if anybody clocks me there, I'm dead.
What? If anybody what's you there?
Clocks me there.
Clocks you?
Is mosque Jewish or
Like
Muslim?
It's
if
Muslim.
anybody clocks me as trans, like
I don't think Muslims like maybe like in Afghanistan. Maybe like the Taliban, right? But like I don't think most Muslims are going to be any more transphobic than Catholics.
Then you're given Catholic or anything else, any other religion that frowns upon that type of behavior.
I am against bigotry in religion. I'm not even necessarily I truly believe that religion is people have done great things on the backbone of religion. I believe religion has inspired a lot of greatness in this world. And there are a lot of religious people who don't exhibit bigotry and aren't those kinds of religious people, and I have a lot of respect for them. This is something I've learned more recently in life. I used to just relentlessly hate anybody who believed in God for a long time because I just believed that was damaging to society. But I don't feel that way anymore. I saw this show called 21 Jump Street.
Pretty good show.
Every day.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
I saw this show called Incredible Crew, and its creator, Nick Cannon, said a lot of things that resonated with me. No.
Did Nick Cannon create Incredible Crew?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like
really funny.
Hold on, Incredible Crew.
Why is that got to be the best thing that Nick Cannon's done?
Yeah. Created by Nick Cannon, Incredible Crew. Dude, Incredible Crew was actually funny. There are some skits that were it's like brain rot humor. Like it's just so fucking insane. Like me and I don't know if me and Jason or me and Riley, but there was like a couple times where in VCs I'd just like share my screen and we'd watch Incredible Crew and just reminisce over like the fucking brain rot. Very nostalgic thing that was only around for a short period of time. Cartoon Network, though, not Nickelodeon.
I mean, we're gonna do a Cartoon Network episode soon, so I guess that'll be the platform for the Incredible Crew conversation. And Cartoon Network, as far as I know, much less active association with pedophilia, so should be a good episode.
They probably just do a better job covering their tracks.
That might also be true.
Wait, I think it's because of live action stuff, right?
I mean, that's fair.
Wasn't the guy who made Clarence like a rapist?
No one likes Clarence, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, no one liked that show anyways.
A lot of people like Clarence in its later seasons, but I do not think that guy was involved anymore by that point. So
yeah, they kicked him off.
Oh shit! Harry Otter in the episode discussion chat asked if we talked about the weird live action shows, which I don't know what he means by weird. Except
Any of them.
Alex Mack, which I've never seen, but I've definitely heard people talk about, and it sounds wild.
What is it about?
I can't even. I'm too stupid to. Let me look up Alex Mack. Let me see what the like blurb for Alex Mack is. The Secret World of Alex Mack. Alexandra Alex Mack is an ordinary teenage girl living with her parents, George and Barbara, and precocious, that's a word, older sister Annie in the industrial town of Paradise Valley, Arizona. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all this backstory bullshit. While walking home after her first day of junior high school, saddened by an embarrassing encounter with a boy and bullied for having a troll's lunchbox, Alex is nearly hit by a truck from Paradise Valley Chemical, and during the incident, she is accidentally drenched with GC-161, an experimental substance developed by the factory. She soon discovers that it has given her strange powers, including telekinesis, shooting electricity from her fingers, and the ability to dissolve into a mobile puddle of water.
What the f is going on?
Alex finds this exciting and fun, however, her powers prove to be unpredictable. Occasionally, her skin glows a bright yellow when she's nervous. She confides only in in Annie and her best friend Ray, choosing to keep her powers a secret from everybody else, blah, blah, blah. Usual weird superhero shit fare. That's the secret world of Alex Nag. It's about a teenage girl who could turn into a puddle.
Man, I wish I could turn into a puddle.
Harry also mentioned Nick Arcade, which I do know that name. Do not remember what happened on that show. I assume they played video games, but I don't know to what end. There are a lot of weird game shows on Nickelodeon, but I'm trying to. There was like one that I watched that was a lot
Figure
later.
It Out?
I don't recall. Maybe it's Figure It Out that I'm thinking of. I know there's like Legends of the Hidden Temple and Guts, but those are not the ones. Those are the classic ones that everybody knows. I think it was Figure It Out, actually. I think you're right. Was that hosted by Todd Newton? Figure It Out. Nickelodeon.
Figure It Out, like, I think came out in the 90s.
It was definitely Todd Newton.
But then, like, they, like, brought it back a couple times, I think.
Wait, that's not Todd Newton. What the fuck? I literally thought it was. Figured It Out is an American children's panel game show that aired on Nickelodeon. The original series, hosted by Summer Sanders, ran for 4 seasons from July 7th, 1997 to December 12th, 1999. The show was revived in 2012 with Jeff Sutphin as the host, with the revival airing from June 11th, 2012 to July 16th, 2013. The Figure It Out is definitely what I'm thinking of, the reboot. People got slimed and shit, because that's what happens on Nickelodeon.
Oh, I know what that is.
For a minute, I thought it was Hole in the Wall, but that's Cartoon Network.
Nope, that's a completely different thing.
Hole in the Wall!
I didn't like it because it was live action.
Cartoon Network, listen, a lot of their live action shows sucked. There were a couple of bangers.
I don't know if I would say that, but alright. Maybe I just have a preference.
Dude, What Would Happen? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That show was great. Destroy, Build, Destroy, bro.
I mean...
They blew a lot of shit up on that show. It was pretty cool.
I was never able to, like, stomach those shows. Like, I just didn't care.
I didn't either.
I was much more open to live action content.
I wasn't. I was grossed out by it.
I legitimately think that Destroy, Build, Destroy, Dude, What Would Happen were both good shows. The Incredible Crew, more questionable. And the rest of them, as far as I remember, were pretty shit. Which makes sense. Which I guess Cartoon Network agrees with me exactly, because the only one of those CN Live shows that got a season 2s were Dude, What Would Happen, Destroy, Build, Destroy. So,
you remember that Ghost show?
Very vaguely. We gotta save some of this for the Cartoon Network episode.
Very fake ghost show. It was even though it was fake, it was like uneventful and stupid.
Was it like trying to pretend it was real, or was it just like a fictional ghost hunting
It was like
show?
trying to pretend it was real.
That's really stupid.
Ghost hunting shows are all fucking stupid. Ghosts are not real. I can promise you that ghosts are not real. I believe 100% that there's a 0% chance that ghosts are real.
Nah, ghosts are real.
Ghosts are literally fictional things that humans created, and then we just started attributing like random shit that happened to ghosts. Like
Nah,
it's
ghosts
so
are real.
funny.
The spirits coming back has been a concept since the beginning of fucking time, Demigloom.
Nah,
Somebody
no.
didn't. Somebody didn't one day decide I'm gonna write Ghostbusters, and this is gonna be the first time the ghosts are ever existing. No, the concept of a
We have to
spirit
do a
coming
ghosts
back.
episode.
Well, I mean, we talked about them during the Spooky Creatures episode.
Well,
That
like a
was
whole like
perfect,
are
yeah.
ghosts real episode.
They are.
Because I believe 100% that people who believe ghosts are real are completely fucking stupid.
Well, I'm completely fucking stupid, but I'm also right.
Haha,
Ghosts
you
are
just
real.
said you were stupid.
Sure.
Hey Riley, can
What do
you
you have?
repeat after me really quickly?
Oh.
I am
I am.
sofa.
No.
No. I am. Come on, do it. Come on, just do it.
I
Come on.
am
Sofa
sofa
king.
king.
We
We
Todd.
no. We can't say that on this show.
You can't say I am sofa king. We Todd id on the issue crew.
Do I have to
We
bleep
can't
that?
say that, but we. Oh, so now we can't say that word anymore. We can't say that no word.
Oh,
Dude,
I forgot I said that was allowed.
I don't even use that word, Riley.
Now I'm afraid of hate speech strikes, though. So I don't
For,
know.
Oh, so
for
now
we Todd
we-
id. You think we're actually gonna get a hate speech strike for? You could Google. You could look up I am sofa king we Todd id on YouTube and find hundreds of videos.
All right. Any other Nickelodeon things we need to touch on?
SpongeBob is the best Nickelodeon show.
And fuck every SpongeBob spinoff that exists. Aka, the pack. Yeah,
Well,
the
fuck
Petra
SpongeBob
show.
like since like season 4 and anything SpongeBob related that's come out since.
SpongeBob's a lot like Eminem. It's really bad after the first 3, except for one
I mean,
random one midway through.
I hear there's
the
been some golden
teens.
ages.
SpongeBob hasn't
Like post season 4 of SpongeBob?
like
Yeah, there's
season
been, like,
11 or
post
14
season 4,
was
it's like
considered
what-
good.
Like there are like 3 seasons out of like the 17 that have been produced since season 4 that people consider good.
Oh.
Small list, but it is a list.
SpongeBob was my favorite fucking show as a kid. I watched it all the fucking time. Every morning, I'd get up, change the channel to channel 53.
Why the fuck was it 53?
I don't know, but 53, 52 was
I feel
Cartoon
like
Network.
Aren't we doxing ourselves by saying what channel number these channels were? Because that's
Well-
definitely like a local area situation.
Well, I don't fucking live anywhere close to where. I
No,
lived
because
at the
mine were
time,
two.
so-
My Nickelodeon was 2 different things, so no.
Okay, some people had 2 different Nickelodeons. Okay, so I had like an old school.
Yeah, you had
TV.
Nickelodeon and you had Nickelodeon West or whatever, which
No,
was
no,
just
no,
like
no.
3 hours behind or
No, it was
something.
the same. It was 2 different. Bro, my father had Xfinity and my mother had a Wow, and they were 2 separate channels
You
entirely.
use Xfinity Wi-Fi password free coffee 73.
The number I remember in my head for Nickelodeon is 36, but that probably changed a lot as I was, because I had like 3 different cable companies throughout my childhood. But the iconic Nickelodeon number that I remember in my head is 36. That was the Nickelodeon.
During
channel.
my childhood, I didn't have access to a TV guide. Because my TV was like a CRT, and you would like change the channel by literally pushing the change channel button, and there would be like a static on the channels that you didn't have. So I would just have to like scroll all the way down to channel 50, 53. If SpongeBob wasn't on, I put on 52, and it was probably like Kids Next Door or some other shit that I didn't want to watch.
I remember when I was a kid, I had Nickelodeon was 36, Disney Channel was 40, and Cartoon Network was 58. And those are the 3 channels I spent my time on.
I think Cartoon Network for me was 24, Nick was 25, Disney was 26.
I think I didn't get Disney Channel after after I moved and like had a different cable. But like when I was really little, I had Disney Channel and I would watch like Fish Hooks, or like I get like some fucking Ant Farm or Good Luck Charlie or some shit that I didn't care about.
But don't not mention Hannah Montana over here. Come on.
I didn't watch it
I thought you
as a
did.
kid.
Oh, you
like,
watched it
here and there.
recently?
Yeah, I watched it much more recently.
Okay.
More recently than I'd like to admit. I think it's actually a really good, like, charming sitcom.
I mean, I binged all of Mighty Med like 2 years ago, so that
I
show
think I
is
was
completely Kino, by the way, and everybody should watch it.
like just on a nostalgia trip for like 2008-ish, and or for like 2000 to 2008. Like I was getting obsessed with shit from then, and I watched like Ned's
Click,
Declassified,
click.
and then Hannah Montana. Um, Also as a kid, I watched on Disney Channel. I'm trying to think what else. There was this one Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja.
Oh
Do
my
you guys remember that
fucking
show?
god!
That was a good show.
we gotta save this material. We're doing episodes on this shit.
We're doing a fucking Disney Channel episode.
Yes, we gotta do the big three. We gotta do Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel. And
What about PBS Kids?
we can do a PBS Kids if you
Martha
want
Speaks.
to. Hell yes. Let's go. Remember when Martha Speaks was a meme for a second?
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was just like people would like play like something from the theme song about Martha being an average dog until it until it ate alphabet soup or whatever the fuck the song is, and people would just meme that song. There was actually like a really funny like series of meme edits that I found. I wish I still had it saved somewhere. But I remember like following the saga as they were coming out.
When I rewatched a little bit of Martha Speaks like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was like really like I don't even remember what the jokes were, but like I was like rolling on the floor laughing a couple of times, and I only watched like a half season.
PBS
Like-
Kids apparently had some pretty comedically aware writers working for them because Word Girl also is filled with like legitimately really funny.
Wasn't Word
content.
Girl but like made by the same people as Martha Speaks?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Hold on, Word Girl. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too lazy to dive any deeper.
Martha Speak, that origin story is like the funniest origin story I've ever heard.
That she ate alphabet soup.
And that taught her how to speak.
But
'Cause the letters went into her brain. They got a scientist to explain this in the theme song.
Yeah. But I don't remember what they did, but they said like this won't work with any other dog though. It's only Martha. And they had some bullshit reason why, which was obviously them telling you not to feed your dog alphabet soup. You fucking idiots.
I mean, is that really a bad thing? What's an alphabet soup that's gonna harm a dog?
I'm sure there are plenty of canned alphabet soups out there that have like chemicals and shit.
Ah, yeah, that's probably fair. PBS Kids had some content. Grossology was on PBS Kids, right?
I think so.
Maybe.
I remember watching Grossology in fucking school. Like they would play that in science class sometimes when I was in like elementary school.
Did fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy air on television?
Yes, I
Probably.
believe on
Because-
Disney Channel.
I only have like have memory of Bill Nye the Science Guy, like of like the teachers like rolling out the fucking TV on the cart with like a VHS or maybe a DVD. Like I've never
Bill
like
Nye, the science dude.
I remember specifically Bill Nye the Science Guy uses a lot of sound effects that you would never hear anywhere except Bill Nye the Science Guy and SpongeBob.
That's funny because it was a Disney Channel show. I'm pretty sure, not a Nickelodeon one.
Yeah, well, there were stock sounds probably, right? But like definitely, but there are like the exact same sound bites from SpongeBob, and there's like a couple. There's like a couple repeating sounds.
It's
I
so
wonder if
wild.
anyone else is
Nickelodeon
reminded
just like
of this.
used stock music and shit, and because of how notable SpongeBob is, I associate all of those songs with SpongeBob. And then suddenly I see an episode of Ren and Stimpy where like the dramatic music from SpongeBob is playing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like the music for when something scary happens in SpongeBob. You know what I'm talking about. You know the song.
I mean, like the na 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 na, like the same note repeating.
no,
No.
the one that goes like do 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 do.
Oh, that one too. That's stock music.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least it's like music that Nickelodeon has used in other shows also. Most of the songs you hear in SpongeBob that are not like definitively like this is a Bikini Bottom song were probably
Yeah.
also in Ren and Stimpy. But anyway, gamers, I think it's about time to pack this show up, get up on out of here. Demi Gloom, where can our listeners find you on the interwebs?
This one?
Yes.
Anyways, I have a podcast called Middle School GSA, where me and my good friend Felonious Ferris discuss a variety of ethical, political, and cultural topics from an LGBTQ+/trans perspective. We recently talked about the manosphere. We didn't recently talk about it. We recently dropped an episode.
Recently.
And tomorrow, as I'm recording, we're going to record our feminism episode, and we're going to do a pretty deep dive into feminism, and I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to dive deeper into feminism than I dived in Riley's mom's pussy last night.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
Oh my god, it's 10:30. I can leave.
I think you could have left 30 minutes ago.
Holy shit, we've been here for 2.5 hours?
No, she couldn't have.
I thought it was 10. We could.
No, it's 10:30. It's always been 10:30.
Well, it is 10:30.
No, I know that, but Andrew was saying she could have left 30 minutes ago. But no,
Oh.
she
No,
could
it
not
was 10. Was our thing? No, that makes sense because we started 8:30. Yeah.
I forgot that the amount of time we have to be here is significantly lower than largest issue.
It's literally 30 minutes lower.
Well, for a podcast, that's like a quarter of a podcast.
That's fair.
Like a podcast that's running that long.
And that was also literally only because of Jason's schedule. So maybe we will go back to 8.
Fuck, I would. Fuck yeah.
I say we stay at 7:30, but increase the time that we can, or like make it later. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather start earlier than end later.
We
I
can
would
barely
not.
get 2 hours out.
I can barely make it at 7:30 these days.
Why?
It's just how it is. It's just how it be. I don't know.
Life.
My like home life is like done everything much later. Like we eat dinner at like 6. And then I have chores to do after. Like I have chores that I have to do after dinner.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's really fucking annoying because I like to like just like feel like okay. Like I like to just get everything out of the way and know that I don't have anything to do for the rest of the day and relax. I fucking hate. That's the worst shit ever. Is when you know that you're gonna have to do something later.
Yeah, that is a shitty feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew, where can they find you?
All right. Fuck. All right.
Go to
let's try this again.
twitter.com/NGEL
From Hell Zero. You can from there you got the link tree that goes to everything else. You got the what the
Check
fuck
out Andrew's new song,
Shut the
right?
fuck
There's a
up.
new song?
There's two.
2 new songs.
Yes, we you go to the thing. You got the first 2, which are pretty cool. One is vastly more important than the other.
He's back, folks.
Yeah, we're back for now until we leave.
Now I can ask you again. When do I get the Angel from Hell feature?
When I start making rap music again.
Oh, neither of them are raps. Okay, got it.
Well, did you not look at either of the most recent songs?
Andrew, I've heard 3 of your songs total
3.
ever.
That's not true. We binged his music once.
We
there's
did.
Definitely
You're right.
more than 3.
I wasn't. We were like on live stream and I was playing Pokemon though, so I was not paying attention.
Wow, I feel
Andrew,
almost disrespected.
All I have to
Stop
say is
making music.
I'm not gonna. The only comments I have on your later music is that you should go back to rapping, and I didn't even like your rapping.
I know.
Wow, Demi Gloom.
I had something going. It's just I don't like doing it.
That's rude.
No,
Like,
it's entirely understandable.
You very clearly exhibit. I say exhibit all the time now. I don't know why. you very clearly have a lot of like talent. Like you understand how to make music. You just choose not to put in the effort and like quality control. And it's reflected in the final products.
Yeah, you're right. I can't even say you're wrong.
Just like Riley.
Yeah,
Fuck
I think
you.
Riley's rubbed off on me a little too much.
Fuck both of you.
Hey, I don't make the rules. I just tend to break them.
Supposed to be my friends. Jesus.
I am. I'm just an asshole.
You think we're your friends? You think we like you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How
My
careless
friends
of me.
my friends actually just dared me to do a podcast with you for 2 years.
Yeah, no, your mom's been sending me payments of $2.99 a week to do this shit with you.
That's still the fear. Like for forever, it is like one of my weird phobias that I'm like, what if all my friends are faking it? Even the
We're
ones
actually
who
just
have,
FBI
even the ones
agents.
who have wasted like years of their lives making fucking podcasts with me. I'm like, what if they never liked me to begin with?
You actually just don't possess the awareness, but you are like dumber than Chris Chan, and we're just like trolls. And we've been like doxing you and documenting your entire life on the Riley wiki.
the Ricky.
Yes, the Ricky. Why is the
All right.
Ricky so funny?
Hey everybody, link tree in the description on my Twitter at Riley Tweets in the pin tweet. It's linked
Put your link tree in the
tr.ee.
description of this.
It is.
Oh.
I said in the description or on Twitter at the pin tweet.
I thought you meant in the description of your Twitter.
No.
Nice.
Link tr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe. There's all sorts of fun links to podcasts and
That's
stuff.
RIELY.
RIELY. It's true. We should be having some interesting new guests on Pokemon Variety Hour soon. I actually got an inquiry about guests today, which is the first time that's ever happened. The first time I've ever been contacted by somebody asking to come on my podcast. That's not true. I think literally Demigloom did that. But it was shocking. It's a very rare occurrence.
Didn't Harry Otter do that too?
I mean, he
Kind
has
of.
done that. He's yet to successfully show up for one. I guess so are these guys.
I'm pretty sure multiple people have like been like, "Yo, Riley, I want to be a part of your podcast."
No, you're right. But like, usually they're people who like I know, kind of, or like I've seen around or heard of. This is just like some other like Pokemon creator I've heard of in my life who reached out to me and was like, "Hey, can I come on your show?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." All right, see you next time, gamers. Thanks for listening. I've been Riley. I forgot that part.
I've been Demetria.
What did I come into this podcast saying who I was? Said something like Goose, I think. Yeah, I've been Goose.
Well, gamers.
Anyways, welcome to the after show of the Issue Crew.
Yeah. See you
The
next time.
Patreon
Goodbye.
exclusive after show.